Welcome, everyone, to a classically late-started MOONMOON tournament. It's an open. It's the third one in our summer series. Hello, I am Mr. Dongles, or Alan, whatever you prefer, and along casting with me for the very first time is Blue. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good today. Just kind of chilled out, waiting for this, hopefully, hype tournament tonight.
It should be pretty good. 16 teams. It's a full bracket. All right, teams are ready, streamer ready. We are starting in 5, 4, and the rest of the numbers, I hope chat can count along. Oh, and of course I get to wait in the next team. Speaking of streamer, that's Pyrotech over there clicking the buttons. But we'll start things off on Watch Point Gibraltar. Now we're good to go. Trying to throw before we even start. Of course, teams changing their names endlessly. So I'm not even going to try and guess what this team used to be called, resub tournament, but all those names are quite familiar to myself, at least. Wheats, Stribby, Rock, Hershey, Capitiano, one of our streamers as well, and Nyx. But on the other side of things, we got a few newcomers, I want to say. Corntato, not one of those. You've seen him play it many times before. But Boozy, Shift Warrior, Hat, and exclamation mark 1000 Deluxe. Using those weird characters. People I have not seen before. It should be fun.
Looking off on defense here, we have Wheats on the Mercy, Stribby on the Winston, Raka MF on the Diva, Hirsch on the Widow, Catino on Zen, and NYX on Genji. Standard dive comp. On the attacking side, we have Ana, Widow, Diva, Lucio, Tracer, and Winston. So a semi-dive comp with, they just swapped off for Genji there.
Jibate.
The hard debate.
Yep. Already starting things off. Why not? I mean, it's not that crazy. Very standard compositions, as it has been for the past season or two in comp play. And obviously, we are not playing with Brigitte, you may notice. I don't think she'll be active until next competitive season, I think they said.
Right.
And not even till like stage 4 or 5 of...
Ooh, Push getting the early pick. Warrior already demeched, 1000 Deluxe already down. Hush just popping off here.
And sometimes that Widow can be a lot more dangerous than you think, and already that instant push just denied great placements by the defenders so far, and they're going to pick off a few as Warrior. The baby Diva.
Alright, 1000 Deluxe trying to poke back here. Defending team backing off. That cart slowly moving forward, finally making some progress.
I can't imagine that they'll try and engage here, probably maybe go back into a better defensive positioning, but with Nyx falling, they may already have to. That decision will be made for them. Warrior going over to a Reinhardt, getting those shields up, but he's also currently alone as Hershey is just taking away at him. Sight is up and Capitiano is down. Looks like they can maybe grab a couple extra meters out of this push, especially with Stribby being so low.
Weeds getting that resurrect off by Cappuccino there. Popping off the trans. Keep everyone up.
Alrighty, we have Deluxe switching over to his own Widow, who now has Sight, and getting to pick on Cappuccino again. Not lasting too long in these fights here. And both teams looking for that good Widow pick play. But it seems like the fight has been split up here. As Sight is up, but Deluxe probably won't be able to get many shots off currently, as he's just now getting into his position.
Well, that's probably going off now, losing that very, very special and important Sight for them. Warriors slowly poking up, getting poked out. Push falling to 1000 Deluxe. Bomb being popped off there. Warrior just kind of standing alone on point. Falls.
And finally, like Warrior dropping there. He was away from his team for quite a long time, and now the picks are coming in here for resub tourney. They're just going to try and clean up here. Still have a few ultimates in the box, or in their pocket. Nyx finding out a deluxe one more time for good luck. Minute and a half left on the clock here. See what they can get, maybe to the first checkpoint, but they'll have to play a little bit more together, I think. With them coming in, sneaking, trying to find a spot, but the stick from Hat just goes to Hershey, and Stribby basically barely gets out of there, but Hershey brought back up by Weeds. 30-second cooldown for that resurrection. And they're going to split as Warrior tries to go for a charge, but it goes all the way into the back lines, and Nano Boost onto Primal Rage Winston. Boozy trying to do the best he can, but in the back lines, Nyx and Hershey are just cleaning his teammates up. With Hat falling down, Boozy is the last one. He can push just another half meter or so, but they're going to fall here. Staggered a bit, but 40 seconds left. Probably one really good solid push left to come still.
Well, they do have walls up for the defending team, so they'll know where they are at all times for the next couple seconds here. Trying to make that last final push down top there.
Even with that Widow Mine getting an extra little bit of damage. And sight lines.
Oh, Hat swapping off to the Doomfist, getting a quick early pick there. Weeds popping off Valk, just to try and keep the team up. And NYX popping Blade, getting a couple picks there. Trans going off the Cappuccino, keeping his team alive. Everyone's just hanging out on the cart there. Winston gets slept. Warrior charging in. Getting picked off by Hershey there. And it looks like this is going to be a very, very easy hold for the defending team there.
Yeah, it seemed like it was going in the way of Resub Saturday for just a second. Hat with that surprise Doomfist, getting a good chunk of his ultimate, but it seemed after those two initial picks, the healing from the Valkyrie Mercy was just too good, and especially with the backline, the supports being open from Resub Saturday, Nyx and everyone else really took advantage of that and definitely turned that around, especially with Hershey coming in with the last second McCree just to deny a bit of the diving potential there with the stuns and such, but they successfully do a full hold so far, right next to the checkpoint rather. So they should be feeling pretty good about this.
Alright, as defensive preparations begin, it looks like Rip Sub Tournament is running another fairly basic dive comp for the attack, and I forgot the team's name.
Resub Saturday.
That's right, Resub Saturday running Moira and Lucio, very tank-heavy healer bunch, along with Diva and Roadhog, so not a lot of shields, but a lot of damage to pack with it.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe that if they're going to stick with the Moira, well, I guess they're going to stick with the Moira. They have to go back some ways to switch. But if you can keep on your tanks the whole time, because you're running triple tank right now for Resub Sunday, you're going to build that coalescence up fairly quickly, and hopefully that will at least deny a few pushes, as they're relying on those kind of burst healing, it seems like, from Lucio and Moira at the moment.
Let's see how this pans out as the game begins here. Everyone dropping off from the top there. This push being intense.
Onto the bridge, just like they just defended against, but already Warrior with the hook onto Rock, but isn't going to do terribly much as Nyx comes in for a little bit of save, and Stribby along with some extra help. But they're going to push back up to the high ground. They're going to have to engage sometime soon here, get a pick, as that payload's still kind of moving towards the checkpoint here.
Hershey's falling to Hat there with the quick dash, but instantly getting resurrected by Wheats. They just got two on cart. Cappuccino picking off Warrior there with a nice headshot.
Hershey's still in the back, laying down fire, but it seems like Resub Saturday are going to have to back off really quickly here. They have to regroup because they have probably one good push as the payload's still going in, but self-destruct just to get people out of the way. But actual D-Mech shift, that's a huge get, but in comes the Coalescence finally trying to bust their way out. So shift down. They're not doing much with it as the filing's just getting the payload now.
Blade coming out, picking off, and that will be the game.
Oh no. It's the dreaded C9.
Play of the game.
Well, London showed us that earlier today.
That's right. But ooh, defending against that fairly scary Zenyatta right click, man. That volley of orbs is much more dangerous than you think.
That does a lot of damage.
Epic. Excellent.
But Wheat's going for the potential epic card. Nope, stops at 8. But a very simple, clean game from Ripsub Tourney to start things off 1-0 in our tournament. It's a full bracket. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably update the bracket.
Probably should. Sounds like a good idea.
And perhaps in the moment, we may restart the stream for whatever.